What is up, my humans, cows, and all sorts of pals, and welcome to the Creamsicle Theater. I'm Xanthe Meringue-Torte, an orange cream cow from a foreign realm, and your star of the show. Now, normally, I like to spend my time streaming on Twitch, but I can't stream due to the fact that I have COVID, which is probably why I sound off. I also have the flu, so double whammy, we love to see it. But I still wanted to make content for you guys, which is why I decided to do something that might become a Creamsicle Theater tradition. I am going to start doing music reviews. I talk about music and theater on my streams quite a lot, so I decided, hey, why not? I was wondering what to review first, but then the idea just fell into my lap. Now, I was scrolling through Twitter when all of a sudden I saw a tweet about this AI singer that was signed into a record label. Someone was retweeting it, saying,
"You will never be her. I don't even need to post a pic. You already know who I'm talking about."
Now, one thing y'all should know about me is that I'm a sucker for fictional performers. When I was a little kid, I had trouble making friends because of my social differences, so my favorite fictional characters ended up becoming my imaginary friends. When I was 6 years old, I was obsessed with the Alvin and the Chipmunks live-action movie, and when the Squeakquel came out, oh, the Chipettes had me in a chokehold. Given I've been a performing artist my whole life, my love for fictional performers has never changed as I grew up. Roxy from Pokemon, the Dazzlings from My Little Pony Equestria Girls, Love Live groups and Bandori bands, Rise Kujikawa from Persona 4, and all the Splatoon idols. I also like Vocaloid, and I even attended Miku Expo 2018. Plus, I am a huge fan of rhythm games. I even developed a love for the niche of virtual bands, such as Gorillaz, Studio Killers, and Skeleton Staff, which, by the way, criminally underrated band. So it's no surprise that I fell down the VTuber/VSinger rabbit hole. Hell, I even became one myself, and I love it because it's like I myself am a fictional performer in a way. So hearing about this AI singer, I knew I had to check her out. I already wasn't a fan of her design, given the fact that she looks like a Bratz doll with an uncanny valley effect, but I still wanted to see what all the fuss was about. Now, I remember when another company tried to do something similar with a virtual singer named Polar. She isn't AI if I recall correctly, but I do remember the internet on her for basically being a dollar store Miku. I checked out Polar's music myself, and
where's the flavor? Where's the flavor in this? I don't taste anything.
I might do a review on Polar's music, but that's for another day. So anyways, back to Noonoouri, or however to pronounce her name. Like I said, she's an AI singer. AI is relatively new technology that is making everybody lose their both in good and bad ways. There's even an AI VTuber, Neurosama. However, performing artists such as myself believe that AI does more harm than good, due to the fact that it's taking people's jobs because it's quicker and costs less. But will this AI singer be able to hold a candle to what we as living beings consider music? Will she live up to the legacy of the Vocaloids and virtual performers we all know and love? Let's take a look at Dominoes by Noonoouri. Now, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna be blunt. The instrumentals don't really leave anything to be desired for me. It reminds me of the type of pop music that was on the radio when I was in high school. I was in high school during the late 2010s, and I graduated shortly after the panorama started. Now, before lockdown started, I noticed that a lot of the mainstream pop hits I've heard sounded the same. It was the same formula with 3 or 4 3-note chords, nothing more, nothing less, a 4/4 time signature, and the exact same types of instrumentals. Now, I'm not saying using 3 or 4 chords or using a 4/4 time signature is bad. Just mix it up a little. It all just felt recycled and sounded the same to me. Also, is it just me, or did these pop vocalists at the time sound exactly the same? Now, I'm not talking about Pink, who I adore, and Taylor Swift. Those artists have distinct voices, and I can instantly tell whose voice is whose when I listen to their songs. I'm talking about the new, up-and-coming artists from that era. Every single voice I've heard from these artists sound exactly the same, to the point where I can't distinguish who is who. Anyways, the instrumental sounded just like those types of pop songs, and it made me feel disappointed. You would think that if Warner Brothers Entertainment was marketing the shit out of their first AI singer, they would do something more revolutionary. But no, they're playing it safe and making cookie-cutter music, and it's just leaving an itch I can't scratch. Hey guys, Future Xanthe here. So, I was looking through the comments of the Dominoes music video, and somebody in the comments said that this song sounded a lot like We Are the People from Empire of the Sun, and I gave that song a listen, and while I understand the similarities, I don't think it's a blatant ripoff, but in my opinion, there's enough differences for that to not be the case. Now, let's talk about the vocals. Noonoouri's voice does not sound like the artist from the late 2010s that I was talking about, but she sounds like Cherry from Studio Killers, or what sounds like an AI carbon copy of her. Oh, wait! Anyways, just listen to literally any Studio Killer song and then listen to Dominoes by Noonoouri. The vocals are almost identical. The difference is, Cherry's voice is clearer. You can actually hear what she's saying, and her voice stays consistent throughout. I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but Noonoouri's voice kind of changes during the end of the song. Also, is it just me, or does Noonoouri's voice sound kinda staticky in some parts? I don't know how else to put it, so I hope you guys know what I mean. Speaking of actually hearing what Cherry is saying, what I mean by that is diction. Don't get me wrong, there are misheard lyrics in songs all the time. There are even some misheard lyrics in Studio Killer songs, but I at least know what words are being sung when I'm paying attention to them. But Noonoouri, I could not decipher even a bit of what she is saying in some lines. I had to look up the lyrics online just to figure out what this song is even about. And the only site where I could find the lyrics is Genius Lyrics, and that site's not always accurate. There are a few times where I know what words she's saying, but then I just hear noise right after. It goes like this. Take 'em out the box, I'm gonna warm up. I'm not gonna stop till they warm up. When the vocals get like that, the song just becomes so hard to listen to. It's like Cherry's voice is being pulled like a rubber band, and it is mixed with the buzzing of drunk mosquitoes. Anyways, let's get to the lyrics. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do for these reviews. I'm gonna look at the lyrics, read them out loud, and then talk about my opinion on these lyrics. Anyways, without further ado, here's the intro. One by one, watch them fall, like dominoes. Now, it is not uncommon for a song's intro to include lyrics from the song's chorus. Or hell, even the whole chorus itself. But already, I'm starting to ask a question. Watch them fall. Who's the them she's referring to, and what does she mean by fall? Does she mean getting people to fall in love with her? Does she mean crushing the competition? Who knows? Hopefully the rest of the song will answer that question. On to the first verse. Just a little push, that's enough to start a chain reaction. Once I'm on a roll, there's no turning back when I get traction. It just happens. Clearly, the first part of the verse is a reference to the dominoes in some way. But the next part is what leaves me confused. Once I'm on a roll, there's no turning back when I get traction. It just happens. Well, what's the traction? What just happens? I need to know! Now, here's the pre-chorus. Once you get me started, I'm a runaway train. My heart is like an ocean, you ain't stopping my wave. Just a little push, that's enough to start a chain reaction. In my opinion, these lyrics are pretty vague. I'm pretty sure I've heard the "My heart is like an ocean" line a million times in pop songs before. Then we have the chorus, which is the "one by one, watch them fall like dominoes, dominoes" line repeated twice, and then these lyrics. "Take 'em out the box, I'ma light 'em up, I'm not gonna stop till I light 'em up, one by one, watch them fall like dominoes, dominoes." That's what she was saying this whole time? I never would have guessed. Her voice was so inaudible, I couldn't even tell what she was saying. Anyways, "take 'em out the box, I'ma light 'em up" is clearly a reference to matches. What do matches have to do with this song? What do they have to do with dominoes? I get using metaphors in your songs, but you have to use them in a way that makes sense. You can't just throw shit at a wall and see what sticks. I feel like this song is a wannabe, like, pop, power bop, or whatever, but the lyrics are just so surface level and they make no sense. Now here's the second verse. "Pick 'em up again, knock 'em down until they all get gassed out. Everybody breaks, when I want another round, they tap out or they black out." Whoa, that escalated quickly. Gassing people? Damn, Noonoouri, what the f***? Hey guys, Future Xanthe here. I just realized while looking at this verse again that this verse could also mean getting blackout drunk, which has nothing to do with the rest of the song. I know there's plenty of pop songs about getting drunk or high, but that's usually what the whole song is about. Not just one verse while the rest of the song is a pop power bop. Yeah, you can tell that whoever wrote this song is either the AI itself or a lazy ass motherfucker who just wants to get that bag. My 15-year-old self wrote better songs than this, and that's saying something. You do not want to hear the songs I wrote when I was 15. I'm sorry, I tried to give the benefit of the doubt. I tried. But man, this hurts my soul. I expected so much more, but got f***ing this. You're right, Kiros. That's on me. My bad. Anyways, we don't have any new lyrics to analyze after that. The pre-chorus and chorus just repeat again until the song ends. Now that I've analyzed the instrumentals and the lyrics of this song, it is time for me to conclude this review. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I had more to say on this song. But there isn't much to say because the song doesn't have much to offer. With vague cliche lyrics, a forgettable instrumental, and indiscernible vocals, it's understandable why this song has more dislikes than likes despite being promoted like crazy. I know that Noonoouri is being marketed as an AI singer, but that's all there is to her. Despite the fact that Vocaloids are voice banks, they're not AI, they're more like voice synthesizers. Their design still has a unique style that makes them stand out. And you can hear their vocals clearly. Hell, the virtual bands and performers I was talking about earlier all have a distinct style to them that make them stand out. I even have a distinct style myself. But Noonoouri? Not only did I have to look her up several times to remember what she looks like, but she literally dresses like every modern influencer nowadays. Simply being an AI singer isn't enough to stand out. Just like with real-life human artists, you have to have your own visual and auditory style to bring in your target audience. Also, keep in mind that voice banks such as Vocaloids and Utaloids can be used for any genre because they're sold to the masses. Anyone who produces music can get their hands on a Vocaloid, expressing creativity through the use of their voices. Also, visual artists can draw them however they want. Fanfic writers can write all sorts of stories. The fandom can give them their own personalities, etc. That's what gives Vocaloids their charm. But Noonoouri? She's only made for the use of one company, without the love or care of a target audience in mind. Instead, the people behind this project were probably thinking, oh, let's see what's popular now. Oh, we have the Kardashians. Let's make her look like a Bratz doll Kardashian. Let's make her sing pop music too. and they were all just throwing this stuff together to try to make quick and easy money. Long story short, projects like this are trying to emulate the success of virtual performers and voice synthesizers, and they're failing miserably because the companies behind these projects are failing to see why these performers and synthesizers appeal to us in the first place. Noonoouri is an AI singer whose sole existence is a cash grab, and we all know it. It just goes to show that AI will never truly replace real musicians and singers, no matter what. Now, I'm going to rate this just like the scoring system of a rhythm game, S being the best and F being the worst. Anyways, while this song isn't objectively atrocious, there's still much more to be desired, and bare minimum doesn't go far with me. Plus, the more I've had to hear this song to give it a fair review, the more I've wanted to rip my own hair out. Especially because of the vocals. Therefore, I give this song a D. Have you given this song a listen? What did you think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or do you feel more neutral? Would you say I gave it a fair score? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for reviews just like this one. Also, be sure to follow my socials for live streams, updates, and other fun stuff. I'll see you all in the next video, but in the meantime, just remember, if you jump over the moon, you'll become your own star.